Hello guys and welcome again to another reaction to Console Wars, and I'm excited to see this video with you guys because we're gonna talk about and react to the video from one of my favorite titles of all time from Mortal Kombat 2. And I gotta say, to me, Mortal Kombat 2 is the best title of Mortal Kombat, no question. To me, it's the best. And let's do this, and let's hope it's funny just like the last time.
Too close. I'm Nintendo and I'm Sega. This is Console Wars!
Reading. The animality though. Let's do this. Let's react to this. Mortal Kombat 2.
Hey man, I need help blowing things. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, this? Yeah, I know it looks bad, but I just read about blood doping. I thought I was gonna give that a try. So it's finally come to this. You're doing drugs? No, it's not drugs. Let me explain. You see, I take some blood out, and then my body replenishes it. And then when my blood level is back to normal, I put the blood back in.
How does that work?
So what kind of drugs are you doing? Is it those blood drugs? There are no drugs. I'm using my own blood to increase my athletic performance. Again, no drugs.
Is that even real?
Okay. So what's the athletic event? The Beer Olympics. Oh, okay. I don't follow. If I have more blood in my system, then I can handle more alcohol, making me more able to compete in the games. You know, you come up with the dumbest ideas. And you finally came up with a good one. I know, right? And I'm glad you're here, because I cannot prick myself with a needle. But I get real nervous around needles, and I shake. Unless I had a beer to calm my nerves. Whoa, you're going to be putting a needle in me. Better make it 2 beers, because I don't want you having any of the shakes. So while you're doing that, let me get a good vein going on over here.
He must be pretty athletic then.
Let's do this. Let's do this. 1. Wait. 2. Why are you doing it from so far back? Wait. Dude, you're way off the mark. Why did you do it like that? I was just trying to be cool like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. Should have used a Sharpie first. Let me help you with that. Whoa. What? No blood. Really?
Yeah, it's just
Talking
cotton.
about there's blood? Oh yeah, there is. Of course there's blood. This isn't Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo.
Bruh.
You know,
You just had to rub it in.
you saying that, especially since there's blood in Mortal Kombat 2. Even
Mortal Kombat 2, let's go.
Is still better on Sega Genesis. No, it's definitely better on Super Nintendo. No, Sega Genesis. Mortal Kombat 2 is a competitive fighting game developed by Midway for the arcade in 1993.
I've played Mortal Kombat 2, but only on the arcade and on the SNES.
Expanding the fatalities. The game was a critical and commercial success. And that success, of course, led to home versions. There were many ports of the arcade hit. Today, we're focusing on the Super Nintendo version developed by Sculptured Software and the Sega Genesis game developed by Probe Entertainment. While the games are
The same developers from the first one, right?
there are notable differences. So, which game's better? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
I'm going to prove that my game looks more like the arcade did. That's ridiculous.
Sorry about that.
Looks more like the arcade. Super Nintendo has all the arcade's characters. So does the Sega Genesis game.
Reptile.
Super Nintendo even has all the arcade's levels. They're definitely all on the Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo has all the moves and character animations from the arcade.
Yep.
Hate to break it to you, but so does Sega Genesis. Most importantly, I have blood. Lots of blood. This is the Sega Genesis game. Of course there's blood. Okay, these games are more similar than I thought. Yeah.
They are.
Tough.
What the heck? Scorpion.
Whoa, Scorpion! Foolish mortals. You do not know the ways of Mortal Kombat 2. What are you doing here? Please don't hurt us. Hurt you? Scorpion is here to guide you.
Alright.
Scorpion is your friend. Here. What's this? It is a doll. I could see that, but why'd you give it to me? That is Scorpion's friendship in Mortal Kombat 2. We are now friends.
Oh yeah, the friendships.
I get it. Right, but shouldn't this be a Scorpion doll? Because this is clearly a rock and roll Raphael.
Scorpion would like to give out Scorpion dolls. The Scorpion has no money.
Don't you get money for fighting?
Yep.
The only payment in Mortal Kombat is the satisfaction of watching someone die in your own hands.
Okay. What about getting a job?
Scorpion has been fighting all his life. How does Scorpion get a job?
What about
True.
Craigslist? That's where I found my job selling myself. Doing odd jobs, raking leaves, mowing lawns.
It is settled then. Scorpion will go on Craigslist.
You don't gotta stand there the whole time.
I don't trust Craigslist.
Get over here.
Who said that? Only Scorpion may say that. That is Scorpion's thing.
Sorry. So, how are you gonna guide us?
Compare the levels.
The levels, of course.
You mean the stages? Obviously.
Both games have all the same levels, but the Sega game is missing a lot of objects in the background.
Yeah.
See this flying creature on Super Nintendo? It doesn't exist on Genesis.
What?
See this floating guy in Nintendo? Must not be that important, because he's not in the Sega game. And look at the way
Again,
the crowd moves on Super Nintendo.
The backgrounds,
And
I'm
on
guessing for the Sega
nothing.
to save space, so they had
Attention
to
detail
delete
in
some
the
stuff.
backgrounds gives my game the win.
Not all your levels are perfect.
Check out this level. See the pillars? And on Super Nintendo, nothing.
Oh, what the
check out
heck?
the monks, bopping up and down. Then on Super Nintendo, no
I
bopping.
never noticed there were no
Definitely
pillars.
looks better in my game. Yeah, it looks so good. Sega decided to use it twice.
Instead of having a new level for the hidden boss fights, what does Sega do? How's about a quick palette change? Talk about lazy.
Brilliant
Super
but
Nintendo,
lazy.
on the other hand, has the hidden boss fights in Goro's lair, just like the arcade.
My game's lazy? Reusing levels from the first game, that's lazy. Even so, there's still other reasons my graphics are better.
Let's look at the shadows. On Super Nintendo, the shadows are shaped to look like people. And how do the shadows look
Yep.
on Sega? Giant circles. That's it. No effort to look like people at
The
all.
logic is gone.
Just a big black circle.
And lastly, let's talk
It's
mode
Noob Saibot.
My game uses Super Nintendo's Mode 7 to make the background twist in this fatality. While on Sega, it's not as impressive.
So my bit fatality's better. What? Yeah, mine's more like the arcade. The arcade doesn't twist the screen, neither does the Sega Genesis. So mine's more like the arcade, i.e. better.
That's ridiculous. Scorpion, Mode 7 works. Twisting is good, right?
Scorpion likes twisting. Scorpion likes twisting the bones of his opponents as they are helpless in terror. They beg for mercy but receive none. So yes,
Things just got
twisting is
dark.
good.
Okay.
Both games are incredible looking arcade ports. But since the Super Nintendo has more detailed levels, better looking shadows, and the Mode 7 twist, graphics go to Super Nintendo.
I think so. Yeah, I can totally see it.
Presentation on Sega's great. Let's start with the opening. The game starts off with this cryptic opening, just like the arcade. Then, it demos
Mortal Kombat
fights,
2.
just like the arcade.
That's it? That's nothing compared to how the Super Nintendo game opens.
I have the same opening with the lightning, but then my game tells the events leading up to this game. My game actually shows character profiles for
Spoilers if you haven't
They each
played
come
Mortal
with a
Kombat
nice sharp
2.
picture, too. Looking good.
Katana, Scorpion.
Scorpion went on a diet for that picture. Scorpion only eats apple cores and Chinese newspapers for weeks.
Huh.
How does that work?
So my game also has a secret opening.
On Super Nintendo, you got a secret opening with the bosses.
Shao
Watch
Kahn
them smash
and
that logo. Once again,
what's the dude's
Sega has
name?
nothing.
The
What's with
wannabe
the logos?
Tiger
Not my
Goro.
fault. Super Nintendo has awesome logos.
Listen to this. Opening and diner. Scorpion can wait tables.
I don't know. You really have to be a people person?
Let us practice. Scorpion will take your order.
Okay. What's on the menu?
The menu? Scorpion was not ready for a pop quiz. Scorpion does not want to play this game anymore. You will pay for this insolence with your blood.
I was just asking about the menu. Menu. Speaking of menus, the menu on the Super Nintendo is way better than yours.
On Super Nintendo, the menu is written on stone with the Mortal Kombat logo.
Stone.
The option menu is also written in stone. And this is all with a big and clear
Very
font.
easy. Play
So
on
what
very
does the
easy.
menu look like on Sega? Wow. Way to keep things to a minimum. But surely, the options menu is it's more of the same. Did they even try to make this game look good?
So my menu's a little boring. My game still looks more like the arcade.
When you actually play, on Sega, the names of the fighters are in the life bar. just like the arcade. The Super Nintendo, however, foolishly puts the names below.
Okay, it's different,
Whoa.
but it's slightly easier to read. Besides,
Yeah, that's
my
true.
ending is way better than yours. On Super Nintendo, you get more pictures of the character you played as. These are accompanied by the character's story. It's all written in stone with the Mortal Kombat
Stone
logo.
again.
And how is the ending told on Sega? Just text scrolling up over the character. No cool pictures.
Spoilers.
No cool stone layout. Nothing. Even that font is terribly boring. And it's all one color. On Super Nintendo, I get 3 different colors over here. And one of them is flashing. It's like Vegas. I'm excited. And then I'm
How's it
bored.
like Vegas?
The Super Nintendo has all the main characters show up one more time in the ending. That's totally absent from the Sega game. And I almost forgot about the Versus mode. On Super Nintendo, when you play Versus mode, you see the sweet profile pics of each fighter.
Everything
It
on
also
stone.
tells you who's winning and where you're going to fight
We
next.
should make a meme
It's a
about
nice way
that.
of amping
Stone,
you up
stone,
before fighting a
stone.
friend. And what do they do on Sega? I'm sure it's something cool out. No, it's nothing again.
I'm pretty sure that my clouds in the opening are much bigger.
Dude, give it a rest. With character profiles, more story, more ending, more pictures, a better menu layout, versus mode pictures, and a cool logo.
Arcane
Presentation goes to
Entertainment
Super
Incorporated.
Nintendo.
What's the name of that Goro tiger? Kintaro? Was it Kintaro?
There's no denying that the music at Sega is definitely better.
That's ridiculous. Mine sounds more like the arcade.
Okay, that's true, but the Genesis soundtrack is superior. On Sega, the bass and drums are more prominent. The melody is more clear on Genesis.
Combat Tomb, one of my favorite stages. Baraka. I mean, sure, the Nintendo soundtrack is a bit quieter, but still is, but it's still pretty good for me. But whatever. That's the armory, right?
When you actually play the game, the music on the Sega Genesis comes out nice and clear.
Baraka with the blades, though.
On Super Nintendo, the music is more quiet and in the background.
I like how they yell. Oh!
And the originals on Sega just sound better.
I say both tie on this one. Dun, 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 dun. Now it sounds more upbeat. Still pretty good though.
As good as that sounds, the music in your game isn't perfect. Not all the stage music on Sega
Reptile.
matches the arcade. For some
Reptile
reason,
is my
the
favorite
Genesis
character of all
version
time.
moved around some tracks.
Bring it on, Scorpion and Sub-Zero fans. Yeah, I heard that for the Sega, the music for the stages are mixed for some reason.
And the Sega game is missing this song.
Combat Tomb.
One song's no big deal, and besides, my music is more accurate. Let's talk about the opening track. Here's how it sounds on the arcade.
Raiden.
And now on Sega Genesis.
Like a high-pitched version of it? Probably.
That's pretty close. Now here's how it sounds on Super Nintendo.
That sounds really good, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, that's just a blatant knockoff. Did Super Nintendo not have the rights?
Okay, my music isn't perfect, but my sound effects sure are. First off, the Sega game is missing a lot of grunts compared to the Super Nintendo.
What the fudge? Saving space. It's all about saving space.
And most importantly, Super Nintendo has a lot of voiceovers the Sega game is missing.
Fatality. I like that song from the. I really like that song from for the fatality. Friendship. Scorpion.
None of the character names are even said on Genesis.
So, music is more important than a few voiceovers.
A few? Your game barely has any. Scorpion, what do you think?
You know what Scorpion thinks?
What?
Scorpion's been looking in the wrong area for a job. There was this great section, Men Seeking Men. Listen to this one. Looking for a man in good physical shape. Be as rough with me as you like.
I don't think that's an ad for a job.
Why not? Oh, no good. They want someone in their early 20s. Plus, there's a whole paragraph about butt stuff. Scorpion is not into butt stuff.
What's
Scorpion.
better, a good soundtrack?
Go back to
or
cooking.
sound effects?
Cooking with Scorpion.
needs to hear his victims scream in agony before their demise. Plus, Scorpion likes to hear his name when he wins.
Well, that settles that.
With all the music, sound effects, and voice.
Why are you beating up Reptile, Liu Kang?
Goes to Super Nintendo.
Oh, never mind. Okay, friendship.
Well, this is gonna be tough. What do you mean? Our gameplay is identical. We have all the same characters with all the same moves. We even have all the same fatalities, friendships, and babalities.
Wow, our games are similar.
Yep.
Hey, Scorpion, can you help us out?
Scorpion is hungry. Scorpion will not help until there's food.
Well, there's a bag of chips right by you.
Kettle chips? Scorpion does not maintain his fighting physique by eating such garbage. But it is Scorpion's cheat day. Perhaps a few won't hurt.
Wait, what'd you just say?
These are garbage.
That mask.
No, the other thing.
It is Scorpion's cheat day.
That's it. Cheats. These games are all about cheats. I bet mine are a lot better than yours.
I wonder if there's cheats on the SNES version.
Sega has a test mode which allows you to enter multiple cheats at once. This
Ah.
is completely absent from the Super Nintendo game.
Even with your fancy test mode.
Who
I
needs
still
cheats
have better
anyway?
cheats than you.
You're on.
Super Nintendo has codes for 30 continues.
Oh, that's sad. I can have 30 continues without a code. Then in test mode, I can use free play for unlimited continues.
I have a super strength code. I can take out
What?
an enemy in 2 hits if they don't block.
Yeah, the test mode on Sega enables one-hit kills
That's
every
cheating.
time.
My strength code also greatly increases defense.
Yeah, in test mode, I can just select no damage to my player.
Oh man, that is pretty good.
Yeah, and that is just the tip of the
Cheats don't even feel like Mortal Kombat, to be
There's
honest.
so many cheats that you don't have on Super Nintendo. On Sega's test mode, you can pick any level you want. You can also rearrange the battle plan in
I think the
any
cheats
order.
work better
I can
if you're
have
not good at
fatalities,
playing Mortal Kombat, to be honest.
friendships, or babalities if I lose. Not to mention an exclusive Fergality.
Yeah, but you can only do that on the armory stage with Raiden. Besides, I have cheat codes you don't have too. I can disable throws in 2-player mode.
Wow, tell me more about these exclusive wonders you have.
Okay, calm down. I have better cheats. I have a cheat for instantly fighting the boss of the game.
Really?
That's nothing. In my test mode, I can fight the boss of the game through the battle plan. I can also fight Kentaro instantly too.
Oh, I can tell you that. There we go.
That too.
But my cheats are easier. I can access all my cheats from the test mode with a code that I enter only once. To do all the other cheats on Super Nintendo, you need to manually enter them one at a time during character select, then hope that you have enough time to pick your character. Plus, it's easier to fight one of my hidden bosses. We both have the same ways to access
Human Smoke, I
cheats,
love you.
but I only need 25 wins in a row to fight Noob Saibot. On Super Nintendo,
Noob
you need
Saibot.
50. Ridiculous.
Okay, it's a little ridiculous, but I also have another way to fight them that you don't. I can easily enter a code during character select to immediately fight any of the hidden bosses. Have fun winning 25 matches before you get to see Noob Saibot.
Damn.
That's the only
Noob
way to fight
Saibot,
him on
not
Sega.
Noob Saibot.
I also have a couple more cheats you don't. I have a cheat code to extend fatality time 4 times longer. But here's the coolest code I had. Super Nintendo can have 4-on-4 team battles. This
What?
is an excellent way to test your might against a friend with multiple characters in a row. It's easy to access,
Endurance mode on.
and exclusive only to the Super Nintendo. Cheats aside, let's talk about the controls. On Sega, yes, you can use the 6-button controller. However, you need to make sure you set it up first in the options menu. If you don't, your 6 button will play like a 3 button. It's
No.
incredibly tedious to do this every time you turn the game on. The Super Nintendo controller is perfectly set and ready to use immediately. No need to go to the options menu, unless you want to customize the controls. Something you can't do on the Sega Genesis. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. That D-pad on Genesis is rough. This flimsy thing makes moves and fatalities incredibly difficult. Give me the sturdy Super Nintendo.
Why did the armor
D-pad
look so
and-
weird on the Sega?
I had a feeling you'd complain about my controls, so I saved my best cheat for last. I have Pong. So do I. Oh, you do? Yeah. 250 wins in a row? Yep. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah, who has time to win 250 matches? It's impossible.
Yep.
So whose gameplay's better? I don't know. Scorpion.
Scorpion, 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 scorpion.
Oddly enough, I know exactly what he means.
Both games have a lot of the same cheats. Both games have exclusive cheats. Even though the cheats are easier to
I still think
access
the both
on Sega,
are
you
good
can
on their
still
own
win a
way
lot
anyway.
on Super Nintendo. One cheat that does bring gameplay to another level is the team battle match. Sure, frugality is fun at first, and one-hit kills makes the game a cakewalk. But 4-on-4 matches increase the replay value.
One-hit kills
There's so
are
much more
cheap.
to do with a friend on the Super Nintendo version. Add no need to change controls and a sturdy D-pad, and Genesis doesn't stand a chance. With all that, best gameplay goes to Super Nintendo.
Even though both games are excellent ports of the arcade, one game is a little more excellent, and that game is Mortal Kombat 2 for the Super Nintendo.
It has better graphics with more detailed levels,
Baraka.
better shadows, and Mode 7. It has better presentation with a better opening, ending, menu layout versus...
Both are good on their
and
own way.
While the music may sound slightly better on Sega, the Super Nintendo sounds like the arcade, has more music from the arcade, and definitely has more sound effects and voiceover.
Aww.
The gameplay for both games is identical, but the Super Nintendo edges the Sega with cheats, mainly the 4-on-4 elimination, which increases the replay value. The Super Nintendo game is just a much truer port of the arcade game. Even the creator, John Tobias, favored the Super Nintendo game and said the Super Nintendo version is one of the best arcade-to-home conversions he's seen. Best Mortal Kombat 2 goes to Super Nintendo.
You alright? You look bummed.
Both are good.
I'm really concerned about these Paralympics and this blood doping thing. I mean, I can't take my own blood.
You need help with the removal of blood? Scorpion is good with blood. Scorpion is very good with blood.
He looks so angry.
All done.
Wow. You're really good
Scorpion
at
should be
this.
a nurse.
Scorpion has very steady hands.
Yeah, you definitely do.
For not crying, here is your lollipop.
Wow. Thanks.
Friendship.
You know,
Friendship.
you should be a
Again.
nurse.
Ah.
Thanks for watching our latest video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks to everyone who suggested Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2 is the best Mortal Kombat title ever.
We will get to them. Also, thanks to our buddy Xavier the Lycan for his donation of the 2 games. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more console wars goodness. Later.
What about Craigslist? That's where I find my... What about Craigslist? That's where I found my job on YouTube.
I still don't trust Craigslist. Alright guys, thanks for watching my reaction and I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time guys, peace.